In this video, we're going to talk about how to factor perfect cubes. It's very similar to factoring a difference of squares, it's just that the constants and coefficients have to be perfect cubes of something. So you have to learn your perfect cubes in this one. These will always be in the format of a cubed minus b cubed, which will factor into a minus b times a squared plus ab plus b squared. Notice this is a minus in the original one, so the first factor is also minus. The other form you could have is a cubed plus b cubed, and that's going to be factored as a plus b times a squared minus ab plus b squared. So in number 2 here, we have x cubed plus 125. So my first coefficient here on this is 1, so I have a cubed equals 1x cubed. Well, in order to get a cubed and I want to get regular a, that means I have to take the cube root of a cubed here. So the cube root of 1, if we go to our calculators, you're going to hit math and go down to option 4, that's a cube root, and 1 is what we're looking for, so it's just 1. So this is just 1x. Now the reason it's just an x is because x cubed is when a is cubed. Well, we want regular a, so that would be just an x. And again, if you go backwards, I can take 1x, cube that whole thing, and that's going to give me 1x cubed. So a is 1x. Well, we know b cubed is 125, so again, to find regular b, I have to take the cube root of 125. So we'll go to math, go down to option 4, which is the cube root of 125, is 5. So b is 5. Now that I know my a and my b, I just have to plug it into my format. Well, I have a cubed plus b cubed, so this is the formula I'm going to use. So it breaks into a plus b, which is going to be x plus 5, times a squared, which is x squared, minus a times b, so it's going to be x times 5, which is 5x, plus b squared, so that's 5 squared. And now I simplify, so I have x plus 5 times x squared minus 5x plus 25. And that is my final answer. Sorry, there we go. So again, my format just said b squared, so that's 5 squared, which simplifies to 25. Now we'll do number 3 over here. Number 3 says a cubed plus 64. Well, I know that a cubed is a cubed, so regular a is just going to be a. B cubed is 64, so to get regular b, I have to take the cube root of 64. So we use our calculators, hit math, go down to option 4, which is cube root of 64, which is 4. So if b cubed is 64, then regular b is 4. And again, I just have to plug it into my format. I have a cubed plus b cubed, so it's going to look like this, a plus b times a squared minus ab plus b squared. So a plus b, with the a and b that we have, is going to be a plus 4. Then I have to take that times a squared. Well, a is a, so that's just a squared, minus a times b, which is going to be 4a, plus b squared, which is 4 squared. And now to simplify, I have a plus 4 times a squared minus 4a plus 16. And that is my final answer. We'll do one more. We'll do number 5 here. Number 5 says x to the 4th plus x. If we're factoring perfect cubes here, though, then that means that something's wrong. Well, since this is to the 4th power, and I have an x to the 1st power over here, I can just factor out an x, because they have an x in common. So if I take out an x, I had 4, I take 1 out, so that leaves me with x cubed. That x divided by that x gives me a 1. So now I can factor this x cubed plus 1 part, and just bring down the x every single time. So a cubed is x cubed, which means regular a is just x. B cubed is 1, so again I have to take the cube root of 1, which we did earlier. The cube root of 1 is 1. So if b cubed is 1, then b is 1. Now I just plug it into my format again. It says a plus b, so that's going to be x plus 1, times a squared, which is going to be x squared, minus a times b, so a times b is 1x, plus b squared, which is going to be 1 squared. And then don't forget, we still have this x that's hanging around, so we need to carry him around. Alright, now to simplify, I have x times x plus 1 times x squared minus 1x plus 1. And that's going to be my final answer. If you want to, you can go back and double check by multiplying everything out, but you will see that it will work out to x to the 4th plus x. So we are done here. So I want you guys to try problems 1, 4, and 6.